Good Saturday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on the September 16th of 2017. It was definitely quiet to start the day. We did manage to heat up to about 90, 91 degrees in most spots, but Mother Nature brought in the thunderstorm chances a little earlier than expected, so no doubt we had quite a busy afternoon and especially this evening to start things out. Let's go to the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Again, we started out nice and quiet, but the thunderstorms erupted along 35 from Wichita down to, let's say, close to Edmond near Oklahoma City, if not north of Edmond in Oklahoma. And those storms wasted no time working across southeastern Kansas and into southwestern Missouri. You see for yourself, too, they packed quite a bit of lightning with them, too, at their strongest, and even as they continue to work across the area. Not to mention, these storms were severe as they were working through. Thankfully, no tornado warnings to worry about today, but those storms that worked on through had wind speeds between 50 to 65 miles per hour, and they have produced at least some damage, the majority of which were just trees, limbs, power lines going down, especially out in Independence back at 441 this afternoon. We had trees down at 19th and Sycamore, including a power pole damage at Main and Laurel, including a little stop east and northeast of Independence. Right around Parsons, we have power lines down from the west side of town with some storms worked through there. There's a few areas, or at least reports that I've sampled from the storms that worked across the area this evening. Not much going on right now in the Skywatch Storm Tracker. I have the lightning toggled on, so we still have a few showers and some thunderstorms out there before we hit the 11 o'clock hour. But I do have more thunderstorms on the way going into tomorrow. Amazingly, we started at 67 and topped out at 91 this afternoon at the airport in Joplin. Officially 0.02 of an inch of rain. Needless to say, though, we have, at least in some spots, seen quite a bit more than that. Looking at temperatures before we hit the 11 o'clock hour at the last check, we had upper 60s and lower 70s for most spots, but once you get closer to Tulsa, working down the turnpike, 76 and 78 degrees, still a bit warmer as you work down to Tulsa. The Skywatch Storm Tracker, again, we have been keeping an eye on the thunderstorms that thankfully have faded away as they worked out of our area into central Missouri. However, out to our northwest, more thunderstorms are getting going across central and eastern parts of Kansas because of that cold front that was responsible for our storms today. That continues to work closer to our area. That keeps thunderstorms in the cards for tomorrow, including another system that's way off to the northwest. It's still developing out in the Gulf of Alaska. By the time that works in, though, that will still keep thunderstorms in the forecast. So here's what I'm seeing in terms of good rain chances on the way. 60% coverage for your day tomorrow. Again, not looking at a widespread soak out from start to finish, but definitely have the rain gear handy. We'll continue the rain into Monday morning. The Monday afternoon looks okay. Maybe a spot storm or two Tuesday and Wednesday. Then that system out of the Gulf of Alaska works in on Thursday. That gives us a slight bump up in expected rain coverage by Thursday. At the very least, we need the rain. As long as we can keep any additional severe weather out of the way, we'll take the rain because we're running a little bit behind in some spots across the area. As we go throughout the rest of the night, the front continues to set up camp right on top of the area, so count on rain and some thunderstorms overnight going into Sunday morning. Again, nothing severe is expected, but don't be surprised if some thunder tries to wake you up overnight going into tomorrow morning. We should start mild in the upper 60s to near 70. And I do think we can get enough breaks in the action Sunday afternoon to see afternoon highs top out right around 84 degrees. With that said, though, we will have thunderstorm chances, at least the chances around throughout the entire day. Again, not a washout from start to finish, but definitely have the rain gear handy if you will be out and about for your Sunday. Fast forward to Sunday night and Monday morning. As long as that front still hangs around and even eventually lifts back to the north, we'll keep rain chances around going into Monday morning. And as long as that system starts lifting back to the north, that's going to keep the warm, if not hot air in place for a good portion of the week. 85 Monday afternoon under eventually partly sunny skies. Partly sunny, maybe a spot storm or two Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's going to be hot with highs in the lower 90s. 93 Thursday before that system out in the Gulf of Alaska works through. And we should trend at least a little bit cooler going into next weekend, but it will be hot for our first day of fall on Friday with highs near 90, and hopefully we'll be back into the upper 80s by Saturday. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.